Speaking of content, can I show off some cool stuff I got?
Yeah. Okay. Is this going to be a recurring segment? Is this our second time in a
So
row?
this is actually really important to me. Okay.
Okay.
So as people know, I am a Pokemon card collector, and I decided what I finally want to do with the hobby. My favorite Pokemon is Slacking. You know, he sleeps every other turn, and so do I. So what I am working on is getting all PSA 10 Slackings. So right here, I have the Detective Pikachu PSA 10 Slacking. I bought it off eBay. It's nothing too crazy. There's like maybe 6 or 7 in the world, PSA 10. But the one that I splurged on and probably spent way too much money on is I have a 2003 reverse hollow foil EX Ruby and Sapphire Slacking PSA 10. This is the only one in the world. I have a 1 of 1 PSA 10.
Well, only one until like another one gets graded, right?
Well, yeah, until one gets graded a 10, but like 1,000 of these have been graded, and this is the only 10. Because this is a card from 2003, so how many like 10 quality condition 2003 cards do you think are still out there? This was probably graded 10 years ago.
I literally couldn't tell you because I barely remember that Slacking was a Pokemon until you mentioned it.
But yeah, this is basically my holy grail. I'm the only person in the world with this, and it's really cool to me. Like this is
just
like
break it in half.
Please no.
Just over your knee.
If I was rich, I would like buy like Black Lotus and like rip it or like eat it.
We literally had a conversation. You're stealing my talking points at this point. I remember I had a whole segment about how I want to make a YouTube channel where I just ate Black Lotuses. Like you're
like just piss off nerds. It's like Black Lotus Eater 420.
Yeah, because it's one thing to do it once. But to do it multiple times,
beasts have such fuck you money that you're like buying like graded ones that are like $100,000 just to like crack open and eat.
Well, when you originally said like I'm gonna buy all the Slackings, I thought you meant you were like gonna manipulate the card market where like literally no Slackings were on the market unless they were from you. Because like
no.
I totally like when I was a kid, I was like I want to have every copy of the game Wrecking Crew on the NES because I like the Eggplant Man, and now I realized like if I actually did that, I'd just be like everyone would be like, I want to buy this game, but for some reason it's like it went from $4 to $900 because this guy bought 7,000 copies of the game.
That actually happened with Magic cards a couple years ago. There's this thing where Saudi royalty will randomly get really into a hobby and they'll just spend like millions and millions of dollars on it. So what they did is they went to every single website on the internet and bought out like every single expensive Magic card. So like cards that were 100 went to 400, and like some of these cards like several $1,000s a piece because like he just literally went to every website on the internet and bought them all. So
I'm conflicted because this guy like actually brought up a good point, but at the same time like he did the exact same thing. He like swore to like destroy. But there was this guy in the retro gaming community. I forget what game it was, and I forget their name. So maybe someone actually knows what I'm talking about. But there was a random Game Boy game that like it's so forgettable that no one cares.
Night something, I think.
Yeah, but he basically said, you know what, I'm going to just manipulate the price of this. And it went from like a $5 game to like a $25 game, which isn't drastic. But like the fact that he was able to do that just by buying like a certain amount of copies, like it wasn't unobtainable. If you really wanted to like, yeah, I guess he could flip them now. He could make that 500x profit.
I mean, I'm literally the only person in the world who wants this card though. So maybe, I don't know. I think it's super cool. Like, can you say you have anything that's the only one in the world that's like worth money?
That's Chalmers.
Well, post it on Reddit, idiot.
Yeah, I mean, let's see what else. I have a limit. I mean, this is not the only one in the world. There's 800 of these ever made. Seaman Xmas Dreamcasts.
Actually, it's really cool. That's like cool though. Like that's actually like really cool.
Why I spent way too much money on that. So yes, I agree. It's cool.
How much do you think I spent on this card?
I'm gonna guess $600.
A lot less. I spent only $300.
Okay, well, when you said you spent too much money, I knew it had to be at least 100, but I also knew that like it couldn't be over 1,000 because like that's just like they're spending too much money and then they're spending a reckless amount of money on a Pokemon card.
Yeah, that's so super I was stupid. Like, granted, there are cards I would spend $1,000 on, but like
if there's a PSA 10 graded Charizard and it's like, hey, $1,000.
Well, no, I don't collect Charizards. It like there'd probably be like some sort of raw
I thought it was like
card,
$25,000 for a PSA graded Charizard.
No, well, there's like 80 Charizards.
What if it was like a really good condition, like Mew or Entei from the Pokemon Forever movie?
The card, like you can probably buy a PSA 10 of that for like under $100.
Yeah, that movie was dope as fuck. Pokemon
I
Forever.
I actually have one more thing about Pokemon cards. I'm sorry. So the 25th anniversary set that's coming out in October. For those that don't know, this is the Pokemon trading card game 25th anniversary. The set is called Celebrations, and it's going to be the biggest thing ever. It's coming out in October. Now, what happened, though, is that somehow packs and cards from this set were leaked. Like, this is, like, a huge thing. They were found on, I think, Craigslist, and people have bought them. People have been doing videos of them being opened, and multiple people are in jail. Like, this is, like, serious. Like,
oh, shit.
Well, like, imagine, like, you being on, like, a work NDA, and then, like, you, like, selling something that like a work secret or something like that. That's basically what this is.
I wonder because like I have like bought in like electronics or something like that where like I get it on release day, but like in order for me to get it on release day and I order it online, like it has to ship a couple days before. Like I wonder how many like of those packages that like obviously are like a product that like how many of them get like stolen before they actually like get there's a lot of ways to leak something early, but
to how insane the Pokemon card company is about this. So it's like when you go to the factory to to work there, it's like you have to take off like everything. You have to put on like a jumpsuit. You have to put like your keys, your phone like in a locked thing. Like they search you as you're going in, and they do the same exact thing as like you're going out. Like
it basically sounds like a security clearance.
Yeah, like straight
cards.
up. Well, I mean, there's so much money behind this. Like some of these cards are $500, $600 a piece, and like to let that stuff out, people don't realize like Pokemon's the number one license in the world. It's bigger than Star Wars. It's bigger than Disney. Like it's all consuming. So them being serious about that, it's a big deal. So it's interesting to see how this stuff got out, if we'll ever find out. But my understanding is multiple people are in like big jail, like.
Big boy jail. I mean, this reminds me of like I remember when like I never did it, okay, but I downloaded Cheat Engine and I was like, I'm gonna hack MapleStory, and I didn't do it. I did not do it, so you don't have to hate me. But like,
I think I tried Kami once.
Yeah, but I was just like there were multiple things that scared me off. I think I was also like doing it on a character that like I had put an effort into, and that's always a bad idea if you're hacking. But
yeah,
like. I would remember I was reading like the Korean government, like if you hack MapleStory, you get like 10 years in prison. Like they are so serious about that. Like holy shit.
Well, that's why because all their games are like super pure. Like they have like no hacking or like like very low amounts of hacking and stuff.
There
like
is
that
so much hacking in MapleStory, at least when I was playing.
I say so the Korean versions of these games. I'm saying like in Korea, yeah. Hackers. Speaking of PSA, though, this is actually kind of interesting. I don't know if you pay attention to eBay or anything like that, but one of the largest sellers on eBay is PWCC. They're a card seller. What they do is you can go to them and they will sell your cards for you via auction and just do it however long it takes, take a cut or whatever. And they were actually permanently banned from eBay or suspended or very limited. And when I say like the largest card seller, like this is like the largest card seller in the world. Like this is a major thing that's happening on eBay.
What percent of sales do you think are from them in the card market?
Probably like 25%.
Okay, that's a big chunk. It's not like 90%, but
no. It's a lot. It's a lot. Because there's a huge problem on eBay with shill shill bidding. God, I can't speak either.
Have you ever this is a problem with auctions in general? Like, have you ever seen Uncut Gems?
I have not. No.
Well, do you mind it? Like a very minor spoiler. It's not really a spoiler. It's more that it's just like it's a very slight plot point from the movie.
I kind of want to watch it.
Okay, then I won't. Anyway, like people hire other people to basically rack up the cost in an auction all the time, and like they at a certain point like they might screw themselves because it's like, oh, no one's actually outbidding me, so now I have to pay all these fees associated with it, and but most of the time like they do it in a reasonable way. So like a person who was gonna spend like $25 on a card might spend $35 because someone bid $25. And it's like, I want to beat them.
Yeah, like this recently happened to me. Like I was bidding on a card. I bid like $58, and I was at $58 up until like 10 minutes before the end of the thing, and my max bid was 100, and eventually it ended up going for 110, like immediately after my highest bid, like 10 minutes before it ended. And this is a card no one wants. No one is asking for this stuff. The last one that sold was in 2017, so I definitely think I got shill bidded there. But there's evidence that employees were shill bidding on PWCC auctions, and so they're temporarily suspended. Which I'm conflicted about this, because for one, it's like it doesn't make sense to shill bid to spend all this extra money to like bid up like cheap stuff. You know, they have enough cards on there that's like there's no way they can be like shill bidding, you know, on 10,000 different auctions. You know, the bigger problem is like individual small sellers doing it. Which is something that eBay really isn't doing too much about. You really can't do anything about it, but
it's hard to prove.
Yeah,
especially if
sure.
you're a small enough seller that like it's like not really done on a systematic basis.
Yeah,
like I'm sure that like the eBay is able to be like these users from these IPs are consistently doing it, but
exactly. I'm just more interested in see how this affects the card market in general. I know this is like super boring stuff, but to me, I'm just interested to see like how prices and stuff goes, because they literally have like a corner on graded cards. So
it's time for you to start your own grading service.
No, that is such a terrible
Dana grading system, and it's like,
well, they're not a grading service; they just sell graded cards.
Well, no, when you make the grading, and then you also, I don't know where I'm going.
There's so many terrible grading services out there that it's just like it's either PSA or BGS, and if you go to CGC, you're a little bitch.
Well, how about this? The Dana Big Penis grading system, and if your card is good, it's called penis. If it's really good, it's called slightly larger
big penis.
Yeah, just you want your card to be rated big penis.
Dude, I'm actually really pissed about this. So there was a card that someone posted on TikTok. It was a graded card. It was called the Penis King. It was a Nido King holographic, but it had a penis etched on the card. And it was graded. And usually when you get stuff graded, if they see like stuff that's like carved on the card, they will not grade it. So this is like an insane thing to have. And I offered them $500 for it, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to take it to auction." And I missed the auction, and it sold for $100. So
well, I'm sorry that you don't have that. Just start like etching shitty cards. Just like start like.
But they won't grade it. They won't grade it. They like straight up
this one.
Like this. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like this is like a 1 in a million thing to get through. Like.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could probably spend like, what's the cheapest card? Like that's not like a energy card.
It costs $310 to get a card graded.
Oh yeah, I mean, we talked about the fact that like the line is like months long at this point to get your cards graded. So I could see that happening.
Yeah. So
well,
what else?
Start making your own penis card game, and then get those graded, and then you won't have to worry about like, because it's gonna be accurate.
So it's like Pokemon, but just pictures of my dick with like different like hats on it.
I wasn't thinking just yours. I was thinking like just a variety of dick.
No, it's just gonna be mine. I'm gonna buy like 100 penis hats.
I don't even know if like, can you actually buy a penis hat?
Well, Google.
Yeah,
we've done it a million times. We're gonna Google it. Penis hats.
Well, it's gonna come up. Like that's classic.
On Etsy.
On Etsy, they did it.
Dick hat. You can buy like little sombreros for your penis.
The world is yours, man. And I'm not saying to buy a dick hat. I'm saying that you could. It's probably like, I'm just really entrepreneurial today. Start making dick hats. Go that direction with your life. Someone did. These people did. These people went that direction. They're like, you know what?
What about this?
I'm going to go on the internet and say, oh. For those who are, thankfully, the thing is, I wouldn't even show this on the video podcast, so you don't have to worry about it. But there is a imagine a glove for your penis, and so it's just going down the shaft. Think of that graphic, and now think about like a knitted one, like a crochet one, and then think of that crocheted as a minion, and it's a penis minion cosplay. I'm upset. I'm just upset.
I feel great.
He feels great, but I'm upset.